Hey there, in this short video, we'll be discussing the utilization of the Cybex chest press machine. If you need more specific details, please refer back to the lengthier video that I've done pertaining to this machine. First thing we're going to cover is seat height and then backrest adjustment. If you've looked at the previous video, I'll have you check shoulder flexion, making sure you have no discomfort and pain, and also seeing where you stand as far as bringing the shoulder blades back in the retraction here, right? So this actually is a pretty good position for me. I'm going to throw myself out of position really quickly just so you can see quick adjustments. So if I were to sit here, I know right away looking at this is not right. I want to make sure that these bars are at least close to being in line with my midpoint of chest. So let's bring this up. Find this a little bit too high. I'll bring it low just a little bit. This looks a little better. I'll double check it. This actually looks much better. Now, as far as the shoulder blades go, this is a little bit too far back for me. As far as the retraction of the shoulder blades go, I have to really work to get back here, and it actually changes the direction of my shoulder here relative to this machine, the way we'll be pressing. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this seat back just a little bit, and this makes it a little easier for me to get into position here. Do not force this position, okay? So that's quick adjustment for me, that is, but it gives you a general idea at least where you should be placed relative to your body and to your ability as far as your range of motion goes for starting positions. As far as the exercises go that we talked about in our previous video, we talked about a 2-arm press, single arm press with stability, and a single arm press without stability. So we'll cover that very quickly. Don't forget to make your adjustments on your weights. Top dial, 5-pound increments. Pin itself, 20-pound increments. If you keep the top dial at 0, you're gonna have a 10-pound preset as long as that pin's not in one of those actual weight stacks. So I've set position here. I wanna make sure that my elbows, my arm is in line with the direction of this machine. So make sure it's light to start with. I gave you a quick cue in the previous video of pinching the shoulder blades back, puffing the chest, and then actually pressing. So let's try that out. Make sure your grip is equal on both ends, whether it be wider or even closer, what feels proper for you. Just make sure that they are both in the same position. One arm should not be staggered, or one grip should not be staggered outwards while the other's inwards, or vice versa, okay? So I'm set, pinch, puff, and then press with both arms, fully extending at the elbows, good control on the way back, making sure that we're not changing the direction of the actual, think of elbow, right? If I have my elbow higher and I'm trying to press, I would be thinking pushing downwards. Well, I can't change the device, so the machine's gonna keep pressing upwards. That would create some torque through the shoulder. It wouldn't feel pleasant. So you do your first press, and make sure you start with a lighter weight. Try to get a feeling for the direction of this machine. And based on that, you're gonna find that the elbows will have to come down a little bit lower, not too much, but just enough where it feels like it flows with the machine. So that would be the 2-arm press. Okay, then we have this single arm press with a stability. What I mean by that is one arm is extended, stabilizing the trunk, creates a balance, while the other arm presses. I'm still maintaining my shoulder blades up against the pad, so I can create stability and only work through the shoulder joint as a whole. I want to make sure that I'm not doing this and actually rounding my upper back, okay? You want to keep yourself pinned back, okay, to maintain position and work primarily the pectoralis muscles and through the arm as well. Now we also have the single arm without stability. So I can press here, or I can keep my arm down here. You'll notice that if this was a heavier weight, it can pull me, right, into rotation in the direction of the actual resistance. So what I want to do is keep myself pinned and try to stabilize. You might find this working a few of your abdominal muscles. Not entirely specific to that, but there will be a slight emphasis on that. So we've covered 2-arm press, single arm press with stability, and a single arm press without stability. You have your adjustments on how to make your seat height and backrest relative to your body, and you know how to adjust weight. Okay? Good luck. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you. Have a good day now.